No. Gerald says Baleson. All right.
Oh, Baleson done bailed on us, son.
All right. So I'll pick up where we left off last week with you realizing some people have been kidnapped by some ne'er-do-wells. And so far you've been fired at from above. And there's a couple of brothers, it seems, in here. Like hired thugs, that sort of thing. Baleson. Why is Baleson restrained?
I don't think that he was, because the guy immediately in front of him has been slapped silly by Hector.
Here we go. He
Didn't
is
something pull on him, or did he dodge it?
There was some.
There's some people on the top of the tower shooting stuff at us.
That wouldn't be enough to grapple or restrain him. I'll remarkably make him unrestrained. I'll be playing Baleson for this combat, otherwise you guys are literally dead. So the first thing he's going to open is step aside so the DM can open the door. And
I thought their last move was to slam the door shut, and I'd been bashing at the door on my last turn. So I don't know if that, and two people above us had dropped something or thrown something down. Maybe some sort of magical.
yes, that sounds right. They're literally holding the door shut. All right, so Baleson looks like he's raging. He's going to make an athletics check at advantage. Oh, roll that again. 14. Let's roll for these guys on the other side. I'm going to throw his shoulder into it. And they're going to get theirs at advantage, but they roll a 12 at advantage. So say Baleson this turn, he rages and he gets the door open. These guys trying to, yeah, that sounds right. But that will be his turn, just getting the door open and keeping it open. Says, Hector, there's something, it's open. And remember, you are blessed, thanks to Pastor Timothy. So what would you like to do, Hector?
I'll make a grapple.
Try and grab the guy out of there.
Yep.
Okay, he rolls in a 14. So make an athletics or acrobatics. So you reach over with your tentacle arm. Oh, not a good start, Riley.
I think you're at advantage though with your powered tentacle. Is that not the case? I thought you had some sort of grappling feat.
Out because I thought we all had disadvantage on stuff.
So roll again.
Okay.
Looking for 14. Oh, still not quite good enough. Get that stinking tentacle off me. It kind of pushes it away. Do you stay where you are, Hector?
I'll try and grapple him again.
Sure, with your second attack. He will roll, a 9 this time. Ah, no problem. You're going to yank him out?
I'll bonus action attack him.
Sure.
You can yank him out before that, though.
Can I?
You can
Because
yank
he's
him out.
grappled. Whenever you move, he moves with you.
Yep.
Oh, okay. I'll pull him out then.
You can only move half your speed, though, so move 15 feet and I'll drag Sem along for the ride.
I've got 40 feet of movement.
Oh, sure. We'll move him 20 feet. Half your movement, regardless.
I'll come here so he's in the middle of everybody.
Get off me, you slimy! And you drag him out against his will. Now feel free to attack him. Unarmed strike, yep. I'm not sure that should be at advantage, but your 12, which was your first roll, is a 6, which is an 18, which hits regardless. I think we'll go with 1-2. Holding him with a tentacle arm and just boom, boom, boom. Oh, not the best of damage. But still, he is way out in the open now. Nice move, Hector. Pastor Timothy, concentrating on Bless. What do you do?
Well, concentrating on Bless, I'm going to Pastor Timothy. will see that these guys are trying to get away. They're making some sort of... Oh, this hasn't updated. Concentrating on players. My sheet hasn't updated from me changing it back to taking a level in sorcerer instead of the other thing. So while I do that, while I sort that out, I will cast Healing Word on Baleson. So he's looking a little bit down.
Okay, 4 points of healing.
4 points of healing. And he can immediately, as a reaction, make a weapon attack due to Voice of Authority.
Okay. Nothing was within the hitting range, so it's going to quickly switch to his short bow. Just whip it out. And that's going to hit. Another 4 points of damage. Past Timothy, you choose the guy inside or the guy outside?
The guy inside. Tobron is looking way too smug.
Okay, an excellent arrow hit there. It's your bonus action. Timothy, love it.
It's my bonus action, and for my action, I will... I will cast... I will cast Mage Hand and slap Tobron. Even though it can't make an attack, it's just like a, hey.
Alright. Hey, get your act together. Oops, that's not a Mage Hand. Alright. They have a Mage Hand up and active, slapping Toblerone for no effect, but very cool flavor wows. Alright, Sim, been grasped by Hector. He says, you have one chance, kid. Let go or prepare to die.
I think you should be the one preparing to die.
It's my hot mace. Bam! And he whacks you in the face for a 13, which misses with your AC of 15. He swings again with his mace. This time rolls a 10, so his talk was greater than his might. Tobron, though, pushes his way past the mage hand, looks at Balson and says, right, you've left yourself open, mate. And 2 attacks at advantage. And 17 is the lowest one. Oh, Balson. Oh, 15. 2 hits on Balson. And he takes 9 points of damage. Oomph. We switch over to Torque.
The raging, though?
Well, that's a good point. Well, one of those would hit. Oh, sorry, no, 9, 4. It did 9 points of damage. That will reduce to 4. So we give him 5 back. All right, good point. Thanks for that. Okay, Torque.
Okay. Well, I will step into here and I will flail this gentleman.
Is it 10-foot reach?
Attacks me. The gentleman just here. Sim.
Oh, Sim, sure. Okay. He's grappled,
He's
though not
available to me.
restrained. Yep, so absolutely flail away.
13.
13 does hit.
Oh, okay. Oh, for a mighty 3.
All adds up.
So I might as well flail again. Follow on through.
Sure.
Oh. Wah, wah.
Sounds like a 1 to me.
Yep. That's a 1.
All right.
6 in total, so nowhere near. So followed through too far. Overbalanced.
Yeah. Bless, of course, will not help you in this instance. Okay, from above, you see shooting out a window before ducking back behind cover. Some type of... You're not sure, you don't see them. But what you do see is a bolt of dark energy shooting down at Pastor Timothy. In fact, 2 of them will. First one hits you, no problem, Pastor Timothy, with a 27. Take 8 points of damage and make me a Constitution saving throw.
Good concentration.
DC 10. Ooh, just. So net effect, 8 points of damage, concentration held. Another blast comes from above. This one is
Natural 20!
Roll me, so it only does 10 points of force damage. I say only, I know you're not that high level. So 10 points of damage. Could have been a lot worse. And make me another Constitution save. DC 10 once again. Okay, so the net effect, you see these 2 cultists come and shoot down at you. You kind of being right out there in the open. And that will be their turn. And we switch back up to Baleson.
So that was 18 points altogether. No?
Yes, 18 altogether. Ooh, it was a net effect. Baleson. He recklessly attack. He's going to recklessly attack the guy in front of him. Well, only a short sword. Interesting. It's an advantage. Might be a natural 20. What's that rolling again for me? That's 6. Oh, there we go. 23 will hit. Actually, he should be doing sneak attack damage, shouldn't he? 2d6 if he hits.
Where's he getting his sneak attack from?
Oh, he's raging, so his attacks are at advantage. So he's at advantage.
Oh, right. If you're... Oh, wow. Yeah.
So, well, that's not a great sneak attack, though. So 9 points of damage on Toblerone. Okay. Balson only gets 1 attack. It's only a 2nd level barbarian. Okay, Hector.
What was that about dying?
See if you can help me, buddy. Bring it on.
No, I don't have to roll this.
Oh, not sure. Once again, not sure we're rolling at advantage, because that would be a natural 1. It's your first roll.
I get advantage because I've grappled him. I took the grappler feat.
Okay, well, that I'll take back, and I'll give you
Natural
I think it's a
20.
natural 20. Okay, because you got a grapple, sure. 24 hits. Holding
I thought I said that.
Yep, sorry. Yep. Smashing him in the face. Just imagine him holding in the tentacled arm and just bam, bam in the other arm. Beautiful.
Then I'll make 2 more attacks. My other attack and my bonus attack on him.
Sure.
Oh. Yeah.
Ooh, that's a terrible roll. That still hits, though. 11 hits. And 23 hits, so 2 hits. Seven plus 9. You just punch him into a bloody pulp before he falls limp from your hands. He's dead.
Who's next?
Oculus controllers. Oculus controllers are acting in a relevant plan.
Okay, well done, Riley. Pastor Timothy.
Okay, well, I am not looking so good. So I will cast Sanctuary on myself.
Oh,
And that mage hand I've got flying around, I'll use my action to... I'll move just down here so I can see what's going on in there. And with the mage hand, I like to pick up a little bit of debris and place it in between Tobron's legs, hopefully to trip him up the next time he makes a maneuver.
Sure, we'll give him an acrobatics check thing to try and do that when it comes to his turn. Okay, fantastic. Is that your turn, Pastor Tim?
Oh, yeah, that's it.
Well, let's do it right now. Let's do it this way. Roll a d20 plus your spell casting modifier. And he'll try and beat that.
Okay,
on
so
his,
just roll a... I don't have any attack cantrips. So, d20. And my spellcasting modifier is +5. Oh, +7 for sorcerer.
well, that beats his 9 roll. So he stumbles a little bit. This is going to cause him to...
Attack at disadvantage?
Well, he's not going to try and attack. He's trying to go and try and push a Balson out the way. But he's going to roll his strength check at disadvantage, and he rolls an 8. So Balson needs to beat an 8 with his athletics, which is going to be hard for him to fail, but he almost does. So he pushes him out the way. Boom. And he steps there. All right. You killed my 2 brothers. I'm going to flee. This is not my fight. If you want to cut down...
Didn't Belson beat the with a 9?
Yeah. Sorry, you're right. What am I doing? So he tries to push his way through and he says, look. He's going to say the same thing though. Look, this is not my fight. Look, and he throws down his weapons. And that will be his turn. So,
The path toward redemption is never too far for anyone, brother.
All right, I agree. And that'll be his turn as he throws down his weapons. He's looking to get away. Does Torque have mercy on him?
Yes, I'm not going to hit an unarmed person in this case. But would I be able to get past him and into the tower?
Sure, mate. Come on, right on in as he steps aside for you.
Right. Well, before I do that, my first action is I'm going to lay hands on Pastor Timothy and give him some healing, and I will do that to the tune of 7 points of healing.
Sure.
Oh, it feels lovely. Thank you very much.
Right, and then I'll just see if I can move into the base of the tower past this person. So I see there's some sort of stairwell.
This will lead to the top of the tower where the people are shooting at you from above, and this will lead you down below.
Right, but I think they called out there being some sort of rite going on down. What say you, up or down?
Up, we know what's happening. We can deal with them. Down, they'll probably follow us. I say
Right.
down.
Okay then. So my movement, I suspect, since I'm taking my action, I should be able to get to there, and that's my turn.
Jumping up here.
Maybe ready in action.
No, well, I've took an action. Remember, I laid hands on you, so I can't do
Oh,
anything
yeah.
further.
Okay, I rolled to determine a random character, and both of the blasts are going to be coming for Bowson. At advantage, they roll a 14, which misses. At advantage, they roll a 16, so one of them will hit Bowson. It takes 4 points of damage. Alright, so that's the two cultists shooting from above. Bowson's just going to push this guy aside and says, alright, let's get this done. And he rushes past you, using his full dash action to get down the stairs. And he says, shit, 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 is what he says. Roll all these guys into initiative. And we're going to just resort this for a second and come back down to Bowson. Guys, this is bad. Get on down here quickly. And as he says this, you hear a blasting of an eldritch blast coming for him, which misses. Hector.
What was that about dying?
He has no witty response.
So we've all agreed to go downstairs, right?
Well, I just said it because it's the bad idea.
I'll enter into the... Oh. Stuck in the door. And I will head to the bottom of the stairs. So, no, that's as far as I reach. So I'm at the stairs.
Put you down there so you can
well,
see
you
what's
could-
going on.
Could you not have dashed?
No, I just made it.
Alright, is that your turn, Hector?
Ooh, looks... well, I can still reach this lady. Or I could do other things. No, don't you jump at me, cat.
You have to come
No.
down the stairs, though. This is like a spiral staircase, so you can't move there, for instance. You have to go down the stairs.
I'm trying to eat it. Yeah, sorry. Frick it. I will cast Witch Bolt at the very far guy. The one with the weird hat. Yeah, him.
It's not
Please
a
hit, please
weird
hit, please
hat.
hit, please hit.
It is not a weird hat. This is what he looks like. Okay,
Oh, that's his
indeed.
head.
16 does hit.
That's a bad heavy metal cover up right there.
Oh. Why is it? So it does 21 and then 7 on subsequent turns, I think is how that works.
Hang on. I think, no, sorry, it's only meant to do 1d12. I don't know why I rolled it like that. Why is
Or
it
just-
saying 2d12 there?
Did you upcast it?
Oh,
Let's take,
no,
let's take
oh, no, so I... Huh?
Well, the second roll was a d12, so should we just say it's 7 points of damage then?
Yeah, hang on.
But you are
Right.
connected with with the witch bolt. It is connecting.
Mm.
Okay, nice. So we'll draw a little line between you so you don't. Always do that. Do a little line. Come on. Freehand. There we go. So a little lightning bolt connecting the two of you. All right, Hector, very cool. Pastor Timothy. Maybe a little bit out in the open.
I know. Oh, don't want to be out in the open with me friends inside. I'll come in here, and as I'm passing, I'll have a little word to Toberon and say, now, friend, I don't know your name, but you've obviously chosen poorly in the past, and now you're looking for redemption. I think the path to redemption leads to convincing your friends to do no more harm and to leave us alone. And I'll cast suggestion on him.
One word suggestion. Don't give him a complicated message. It's a one word thing.
Now, command is one word. Suggestion is like a couple of sentences.
Okay, well, let's have a look. Thank you.
So if I was to boil it down to two sentences, it'd be, you've chosen the right path, and the right path now leads to stopping your friends from hurting us.
This will drop bless.
Oh, it will.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I've done it.
I mean, I'll always say that Pastor Timothy knows his spell better than Vinny does. Pastor Timothy has studied this for years, so you don't think that's a sensible choice? Feel free to change it.
It's not a sensible choice. I will change it, and
Okay.
I will say, I will instead. You're very astute in making me think of command, and I'll cast command instead, and tell Toberon to flee.
So he needs to make a wisdom saving throw, and if he fails it, which he does, he will flee on his turn. And it says, you don't have to ask me twice, mate.
Run! Get out of here! I'll use the rest of my move to get to about here, I guess.
He does not take the attack of opportunity, but on his turn, he just takes off, just somewhere way off the map. Torque using his full movement to run away. Torque, right at the top of the stairs, what do you do?
Well, I'll make my way downstairs, so I assume that's 20 feet of movement, I assume. Since I don't know what's going down there, I'll move that 20 feet, get there, and then see what I can see.
15 foot gets you there. You see two noble-looking people, both tied up and prone. And you see this lady. She's got this person here has got the older lady by the hair and is about to drag her into the circle. That's what you see.
Right. And this chap with the lightning on him. All right, 10, 15. Well, I'll down 2. Oops, move. Down 2. Allow me to move. 1, 2, 3. So now I'm next to this chappy. And, he might as well have assets. Yeah, you can eat flail. So it was 21 on the cap that had been
21 hits.
Slightly sparkly. Right. That
As
and
you
bludgeoning.
flail him, and it cuts deep but doesn't draw much blood. And he says, you're not going to defeat me with this toothpick. Hey, Countess, this guy's pathetic. Let's sacrifice him next. The Countess says, all in due time. We'll deal with these people first. We'll make it
But anyway, so since he insulted me, we'll have another swing with the
dodges
second
out
attack.
of the way easily. But you have Bless.
So I'll roll the d4 on top of that.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Yeah.
For 1. Did that make enough difference?
It does. Kind of ruins the surprise. Now you know what his armor class is. Okay, roll damage for the flail.
Yeah. Minimalistic 3 or less, minus whatever his resistance seems to be.
Will be 1 point of damage. He's almost letting you hit him at the moment. Yep. Looks like he's a tough guy. Obviously the noble lady of the house, judging by the way she dresses in a matriarchal way, is going to try and struggle to get through, but at disadvantage she rolls a 4. She's just too excited. This creature, this is my name, is Alden Lobo. I haven't been on this plane for long, but to hear the taste of mortals on the plane material is just delicious. This is always an odd sentence to make, but he attacks you with his beard. Rolling a natural 20, take 12 points of damage, and make me a Constitution saving throw.
Now that's, it says 6 plus 6 piercing, is that the case?
Yeah, because
So
of
I
the
can
6.
at least reduce that by, if it's just piercing damage, I can reduce that by 3 because of my thing, so just 9, and does that make a difference now to, then you wanted a...
Nope, still need a
saving
Constitution saving throw.
Actions, where's my saving throws?
DC 13.
Well, that's unfortunate.
As you see, you can't regain hit points or you're poisoned, and you're still at disadvantage on your attacks. You can repeat it at the end of your turn. This is fun. And then he gets a very nasty dagger. I'm going to show you what the dagger looks like. This is what the dagger looks like. It's not at all pleasant.
Oh,
As he kind of drags it across his tongue, his the blood comes off. And then he swings at you with his hellish dagger. And he rolls... that's doing
Natural 20.
Oops, no. Doing the range. That's a natural 1. So he's going to miss. He smiles. These guys are going to come rushing. So you see the 2 people sliding down the ladder, and I'll put them on either side of the ladder, and that's going to be their action, sliding down the ladder past Timothy.
oh shit.
The young master, he's going to try and break free at disadvantage. He rolls a 5. That's not going to do it. The cultist is going to... it's really... Oh, no, she's going to go for Torque. Fires and... Where's my cultist gone? It's going to fire an Eldritch Blast. And rolls a 24 Torque. Only for 1 point of damage, though.
Yeah. Okay.
The Countess grabs Lady Fina and throws her into the circle. And she starts screaming in pain as hellfire starts surrounding her. What's up with that? And Lady Fina actually says, "No, I gotta stop this! So they're the sacrifice thing to bring the demons! I don't want to be a sacrifice! Kill me! Kill me!" Bailson. What do you think Bailson would do? Kill her? Help her out?
Oh, yep. Beat up, is he?
He's got 13 or 43 hit points.
Whatever he does, I doubt it will be. I assume it will be incredibly stupid.
Alright, this is like he's doing incredibly stupid. He rushes through the circle. He immediately takes 4 points of necrotic damage as the hellfires burn around him. And then he gets to the other side and he tries to drag the... drag or kill, guys. He's begging for death.
I think he probably would try a drag at least anyway.
Alright, so athletics at advantage. He rolls 17. She rolls an 18. She's going to remain there. There's a 0 modifier, but she does well. Just trying to drag her out. She's just screaming with the hellfires. The witch servant cultist is going to shoot Bailson as he's right there at advantage. Rolling a 13, which is going to miss. So the Eldritch Blast is just flying left, right, and center. Hector. They've still got your witch popped up.
I'm going to bonus action hit him with another 1d12.
Sure. No need to roll. That's just going to hit. Okay. Done.
Then I'm going to grapple the cultist.
Not from there, you can't, because you're at the top of the stairs and you don't actually see this cultist. You need to get to the bottom of the stairs before you really start seeing stuff. So to get to her, you'd have to walk down the stairs and then around. Yeah, 15 feet to there.
Bailson was standing on the rim and he wasn't getting damaged by the circle, was he?
Well, he's not getting damaged now, put it that way. But when he was right next to the noble there, he was taking damage.
Okay, then I'll go around
Yep,
the edge of the
there.
circle.
Sure, yep, cool.
Then I'll grab the cultist.
Okay, the cultist will roll a 9 to avoid the grapple.
Jesus Christ.
Wasted roll, perhaps.
Nice.
But she is thoroughly grappled with a natural 20.
20!
I can't move again, can I?
No, you can move if you've got movement left.
I have dropped the witch's bolt as well, by the way.
Okay.
No.
I'll then move. I only have 5 feet of movement. I will start moving back and start dragging her into the circle.
Okay, she'll be dragged right to the edge of the circle, but like you, not quite yet. But one more tug and she'd be in.
That's the end of my turn.
All right, very cool. Pass to Timothy. You got friends. What do you do?
We got friends, but I can't see what's happening downstairs. No, but it sounds like a big commotion. So I think I need to get down there.
They're going to make a wisdom
I'm going
saving throw to do your attack of opportunity, and they fail on their wisdom saving throw. So they don't attack you.
Yeah. And as I'm going down the stairs...
Actually, I'll show you what it looks like.
It's disguise self.
Right there. Oh, sure.
Okay, I'm down...
It's down here now.
Just zooming in on the map so I can see it. Oh dear. Yeah, before I'm in view of everyone and as I'm coming down the stairs, I'm going to cast Disguise Self and disguise myself as one of those cultists who just come down, to fight me.
You look like a cultist, like one of these people, in other words, looking like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And I'm going to running down, and I'm going to yell. Let me get to about here or something. Yell. Quick, everyone get out! The army's here! They've discovered us! Fly!
Make a deception check. We'll see what happens on their turn, but an excellent idea. As Torque, you are poisoned. Unhealable
right,
at
well,
the moment.
Well, I will. I'm going to magicify my flail. So my flail is now a magic weapon,
Sure.
getting the +1. So
Nice. Smart.
seeing that didn't seem as effective against this horned fellow, I will then attempt to hit him again. The 15 +1
nice.
would be 16.
Yeah. Alright, yes, and full damage.
Hooray. So it was 1d8 +2, so I got a 10, and since it's now +1, is that 11?
11. He smiles. Oh, you have some tricks up your sleeve. You'll be a worthy sacrifice to the Lord.
Right, well,
That's
we
the
can
game.
Smack him again with follow through.
Oh, he's
And,
not liking
7.
this magic weapon. That's a bonus action to cast the magic weapon, I assume.
Yes. Yeah.
Ah, very, very smart. I love it. Okay, assuming that's your turn, the lady inside screams some more as hellfire start consuming her. Howden Lobo. Okay, he's going to come at you with his beard again. Rolling at 10. That's going to miss. He's going to use his hellish sacrifice dagger to try and drive it into you. That was a 15. Does that hit Torque? No, it doesn't.
Nope.
Then he's
I
going
shall
to
carry that away with my shield.
Nice. He's going to spend a... Oh, actually... He's going to spend a key point to take the dodge action. All attacks against him will be at disadvantage. So he's taking the spend the key point. And Torque, we've got to do a wisdom saving throw. A wisdom saving throw? Yes, a constitution saving throw. DC 13.
Okay. Where are we? Constitution +1. Let's have a look.
Okay, you shake off the effects of the poison. These two cultists gonna rush down. They're gonna swing around over here. Same with this one, that'll be their dash action. Lord Rumlin, gonna try and break through, disadvantage. Still not good enough. Alter says, they're onto us. There's too many. We must flee. And rushes past Alden Lobo, and as she leaves Alden Lobo, he's going to use a reaction to slice at her with his dagger. And misses. Torque as she turns to flee. Do you take an attack of opportunity?
No, I'm not going to take an attack of opportunity. I'll keep my reaction.
Hector, Pastor Timothy. Attacks of opportunity.
No.
If you want it.
Thank you.
Not with the sanctuary. What about you, Hector?
One less is good for us.
The Countess continues to grapple and hold Fina Romlin in the flames. She says, yes, yes, burn one more. Let's make it 3 sacrifices for the day. Okay, what is Balson going to do? Take out the Countess or pull her out of the sacrificial chamber?
I think it's going to piss the Countess off more if he pulls her out of the chamber than just whacking her.
Okay, going to try and drag her out. So Balson at advantage with athletics. Rolls an 18. She needs needs a 17 or higher on a d20. No, it says and brings her up. Breaks the grip, and the Countess just smiles. Oh, that's okay. 2 summonings is enough for now. We've accomplished the main mission. Now, from this point on, it's just gravy. So it's his action to grapple and pull her across. So that's his turn. Grappled. It's actually going to try and break the grapple, Riley. It rolls an 11. So athletics or acrobatics, you're looking at a 12 or better.
Do I still have advantage on that, or is it no?
The grappler feat.
Yeah, with grappler you've got advantage on all.
Okay, sure. Let's make athletics or acrobatics at advantage, and you're looking for a 12 or better. Just. And the coach says, look, this is hopeless, we got to flee. And out on Lobo glares and says, you stay exactly where you are. Hector.
Okay, first I'm gonna move over here and drag her into the circle.
She takes 2 points of hellfire damage. Whoops, that's not right. Okay.
Then I'm going to throw 2 punches.
It's advantage.
Yeah.
$22 hits. $18 hits. Yeah, once again, holding the tentacle with one arm on the tentacle, one arm grappling her with the tentacle, the other arm just boosh, 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 and she goes limp in your hands.
And then I'll make a bonus attack on the one. This is really odd-looking cultist behind me. I think I'll go for the one on the stairs.
Okay. One on the stairs is the one that's fleeing. Oh,
No, sorry, the one at the bottom of the stairs.
This one, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. It won't be at advantage as you don't have them grappled.
I don't think I need it.
Ugh. You don't need advantage.
Oh!
It's awesome.
Natural 20!
Oh!
Crap! That was the maximum possible natural 20 and then maximum possible damage. You don't kill her, you obliterate her. She just paced on the
Get the
wall.
rest of the night off, Riley.
Red mist.
Man, if only I'd hit this suspicious cultist behind me.
Oh,
That will be the end of my turn.
amazing. Alright. See that stain over there on the wall, Riley? That was the cultist. Alright, Pastor Timothy, the young master is finding another level.
Sorry, I was looking at a text message. Sorry.
No problem.
Sorry. Right, everything's looking a little bit hectic down here. Bailson, you don't look so great. Have a third level healing word. There's not that much hit points, but have an attack when you do it as well.
Oh, yeah. Use your reaction, Torque.
No, Bailson.
Balsam.
Oh, so Bowson, that's me. Bowson will attack Alden Lobo.
Isn't she right next to the...
No. Bailson's next to the Countess.
Oh, Bowson over here. All right. Oh, yes, attacking the Countess. Recklessly, with a short sword at advantage. 13. Would hit, but she throws up a shield.
Oh.
And his bless doesn't make a difference in this case?
What was it? Might on a 4. Yeah, on a 4 it does. She's still going to throw up her shield because she sees she's a attacker. That hurt her. She's not happy. Ouch. Okay, Pastor Timothy, that's your turn.
Hmm.
So that healing was for Bowson, was it?
Yeah.
That healing was for Balson. Yep.
Okay.
7 points. So that's my bonus action, and for my action, I will. I think that. No, I think that's it. I think I'm good.
Action?
Well, okay. For my action, I will continue admonishing the cultists to get out when the getting's good, man. The red cloaks, they're here in force. There's 100 strong of them. If you go now, you might get out.
Don't you move a muscle, says Alden Lobo. In fact, let's have an intimidation check. Roll your intimidation. And we'll see.
Not very intimidating.
He rolls a 10. Alright. One still seems to be fleeing though, but we'll get there in a second because the blessed Torque is up.
Right, well, is there another spell that I wanted to do on this?
He's dodging.
Right. Well, I'll have at him anyway. So, flail was doing good before. Right. So, do I roll this at disadvantage because he's dodging?
He's using patient defense.
Well, that was an auto fail.
Okay.
So I rolled a 1 on that. So that first one was definitely going to be a miss anyway. And follow through with a 13.
13 at
Plus 1
disadvantage.
is 14.
Plus 1
Oh, hang
from
on, sorry.
Bless. At least will make it 15.
Yeah. So, and then I'll add the bless to that. D4 roll, which is a 3.
So what's
So I
the...
think that.
I think that hits.
Yep. Okay. In which case, have 8 points of damage.
It's 1 for the blessed
Yeah,
strike.
no,
okay.
that is including the plus
Yep,
1,
yep.
so it was 7 plus 1, 8 of
Okay.
bludgeoning magical damage.
Okay.
Yep. And do I want to move? I think I will intersperse my body a little bit. I will move that way to allow others.
Okay.
Yep.
Lady Fina Romundus crawls away backwards into the corner. Takes a dodge action, just too afraid to go up the stairs. Alden Lobo. This is interesting now. And whoosh, lashes out with his beard, rolling a 25. Only doing beard attack. It's such a weird sentence. You take 4 points of damage. Torque. And make a Constitution saving throw. Don't forget about your bless.
15, okay. Nope. 3 is not going to, even with a D4, is not going to make a difference.
So you're poisoned and you cannot be healed. And then he slashes across with a dagger, rolling a dirty 20, which I think will hit. And
Yes.
well, first of all, it does 6 points of damage, but that's not the worst thing. Depending on how this roll works out. Make me another Constitution saving throw. Don't forget about your bless. Ooh, 6 plus
so
a
that's...
D4 is not going to get it. Not going to get you there.
He's just damaged me though, hasn't he?
Has?
He has, so I am going to use a hellish rebuke of my own upon him. I believe I have that feature. I just got to find where I've hidden that. It's a feature, isn't it?
How very tiefling of you.
Yes. Well. Oh yeah. So it's one of those. Hellish rebuke. Here we go. 2d10 of fiery damage. Oh, hang on. What does it say? 3d10. Okay. Well, anyway.
You know what? Regardless, he ignores it, doesn't even bother making a saving throw. He says, I was born in the fires. Fires are my home. And it does 0 damage. He's immune to fire.
Yeah, okay.
And then he's going to take another swipe with his dagger. Where is he? Let me just check his stat sheet. No, just one with his dagger and another key point to do patient defense. As you notice, the wound on you, Torque, is not healing. In fact, it's continuing to bleed. Takes the dodge action. Where is my dodge? There is my dodge. This cultist is going to pause for a second, look around, and she freezes in place because I need to say goodnight to my kids. So everybody's under a time stop spell. No one can move, and it'll be the cultist's turn when I get back.
Is it like his range? He can at least stand back behind me and get a few slaps in.
Oh,
Yeah, I've got a
Real.
feeling I'm gonna kind of be of an assassination character. Pick one target and just obliterate them.
Well, check out the stain on the wall. You're off to a great start.
Yeah.
You.
All right. So it was Alden Lobo. Yep. So this one who is not running. Sees Pastor Timothy as a cultist. Noticed Pastor Timothy was healing some of the allies. So I'm going to give her a perception check to try and see through disguised self, just as a bonus action. But she rolls a natural one, so she still thinks you're a cultist.
hey!
But she sees Baelson attacking their leader, this countess character. So she's going to fire at advantage against Baelson. And that just slams into him with a 21 for 1 point of damage. Okay. Lord Rumland is going to try and escape from his bounds, but he's exhausted and he's... Nope, still not good enough. He remains there. This cultist, thanks to Baelson's deception, she's just turned tail and ran, so she is out of it for now. Countess Unper. She looks at Alden Lobo. She says, I think we've got it. You big guy. It's been a long day. Why don't you go to sleep? And she casts sleep on Baelson. Now we'll point out that Baelson has 15 hit points. And I'm rolling 5d8 to put him to sleep. Yes, you can target that. So he's gone 15, 5d8.
Ooh!
Hits
Betty
it
bye
exactly.
bye.
And Balson, there is no save for it. He falls asleep. He's still blessed. He's not raging. He's not attacking recklessly. But he is prone and asleep. That's right, big guy. And she swings around over to the side. Balson? Nothing you can do. Need someone to wake him up. It is starting. Needs to be attacked, or someone needs to wake him up. This cultist is going to fry in hellfire. Hector.
You listen to Mr. Earlobe here. There's no running for you. Gonna try and grapple the one on the stairs.
Sure. They will roll a +1 for a 10. Oh, just. Okay, she is grappled.
Then I'm going to move over here, dragging her into the pits, into the circle.
And as you go through, so does she. So you take 5 points of damage. She takes
I
1
go
point.
around. Can
Oh, you
I go around it?
Sure, I'll tell you what, I'm going to give her a dexterity check to see if she can follow you, or she's going to trip into it. No, she trips into it, taking 5 points of damage. I'll say she's right there. She tries to tiptoe like you, but doesn't. Okay.
I think it's time to finish this. Wakey, wakey, Mr. Baleson. I'm going to... 2 punches on the... I can't see her name.
Umpa.
Countess?
Baroness.
Baroness.
Countess.
Okay,
Countess?
She does have her shield up, so her AC is going to be higher, but let's see if you hit. You don't have her grappled, so this will just be a straight attack. Oh, bounces off her shield, and she smiles wickedly behind it. Oh, an 18 might hit, though. Oh, yeah, 18 hits. As you punch her, she in turn leads to another smear on the wall.
One punch!
Well, she'd already been damaged by something else. I can't remember what. But as her dying word, she says, she coughs out blood. You have accomplished nothing this day. Alden Lobo was the second. We were hoping but we're third. But we've already unleashed the creature that will undo the rights, and then she dies. Undo the wrongs. Pastor Timothy.
I still have a bonus action.
Sure.
I will activate a key point and 2 more hits on the person in the circle.
Okay, both had advantage.
Oh,
Yep, 2 hits. If I'm reading that right. Yep.
Oh,
You're just staining up the place.
Filthy cultists. Your lives are the only thing that will be sacrificed from now on. That's my time.
Pastor Timothy, just this very nasty demon remains.
oh, nasty, nasty demon. You haven't met my old mate, Baleson, have you? And Mage Hand again, and I go over and I just tickle Baleson with the Mage Hand to wake him up.
I'll do it. Wakes up laughing.
And that's my action. And I'll move down to here. And bonus action-ish. Just say, Eldon Lobo, your mistress is passed. What business do you have in this realm?
She is not my mistress. I serve
She
someone,
seemed-
but it
she was
is
in
not
charge,
her.
She seemed like she was bossing you around. She was definitely bossing you around, man.
You'll not get into my head. Even when I die in this realm, I'll be reborn, even more powerful on my own. I'll be rewarded for my sacrifice. You shall know the hellfires as well.
Go on then.
He gets ready to finish off Torque.
Okay, so that was my action. Talking to him. Was that talking to him a free action or a bonus action?
I'll give it a free action. He is unwavering.
Okay. Well then, if I've still got a bonus action,
Your mate, you got a bonus action left. Yeah, bonus action.
yeah, if I've still got a bonus action, I will drop Sanctuary on myself.
Yep.
And move it over to Torque.
Okay. At the start of your turn, the wound that he inflicted with a dagger continues to bleed. And I'll have you roll this. Roll a d10. You take that much bleed damage.
Low roll, low roll, low roll, low roll.
We needed to know something, which is in the last two attacks that he made with the dagger and his beard, what type of damage was inflicted? Because my armor may have prevented some. I just rolled a 10, by the way.
Yeah, I see that.
Well,
So we just wanted to know what type of damage was the dagger doing. So is it
Piercing.
was it slashing damage
Piercing.
or was it piercing? So I should have had 3 more points of protection from that from my armor. It reduces it by 3. And the beard attack, I assume, is some sort of magical attack, is it?
Yep. All attacks are
All right, so I am down to 3 points of there because of those there. So I just rolled the 10, so I'm bleeding for 10. And do I get a Constitution save at the end? Oh, is it my turn? No, it's at the end of my turn.
Neither. It's going to continue to bleed unless you do something.
Yep.
There's no saving throw. But it is your turn.
Oh, so okay. All right, is my turn? Okay. No, I was asking about the poison condition because that makes a bit of a difference. That occurs at the end of the turn. Is that right?
Yes. So you'll be attacking at disadvantage, however you look at it. Plus he's dodging, so disadvantage is all around.
All right. Well, I might instead of doing that. Instead of doing that, I might do something else instead. I might do that. Well, I'm going to try and disengage. I'm going to disengage and move back.
You have sanctuary. You have sanctuary cast on you.
So, can you explain to me what effect that has on me?
Whenever anyone tries to attack you, they have to make a Wisdom saving throw, or if they don't make their Wisdom saving throw, they have to move their attack to someone else, or if no one else is in range, they lose the attack.
Right.
So you may not have to disengage, but if you, maybe you should yeah.
Right. Well, I'll take the dodge action, and I'm hoping that I can pass my my save to get rid of this poisoned effect. In which case, I might be able to remove this stuff. Oh well, no. I'm going to spend 5 points of lay hands on me, although I know it's not going to get me the hit points back. It can remove a disease or neutralize a poison that's affecting a creature. So I'm going to spend 5 of those points.
The bleeding stops.
Yeah, but it was the poisoning was the issue, is that I couldn't then heal myself. Is that correct? Because I'm poisoned, I cannot receive any healing.
Sure.
So I'm going to remove that status effect so that if somebody was looking to help me, then they could.
Okay, but you're still bleeding, therefore.
Yep. Well, yes. So I don't think I have any other action that can do something about that at the moment. So that's my turn.
Okay, all right. Okay, holding steady. Later, Fino Rumblin just sobs in the corner. Alden Lobo is going to take a step to the right. Oh, no, that's a bit meta. I'm not going to do that. Okay, so what's the wisdom saving throw? It's a 5.
It's 17.
Yeah, so he realizes he's under a magic sanctuary. Says, you.
Actually, it's a 13. It's a third spell.
Well, 5 fails regardless. Now you are concentrating on Bless, and you're a disguise. Even if you were a cultist, he's still going to attack you because you weren't doing your job by slaughtering him. So he misses. Comes at you with a dagger. What was an 18, Pastor Timothy? Oh, that hits. 6 points of piercing damage.
It would hit if I didn't cast shield.
That brings your armor class up to 18. Isn't that what he rolled?
Does it?
It's plus 5.
Oh no, yeah, you're 18, so I don't cast shield because
Sure. To take
I don't
6
cast
points
shield.
of damage.
What's the damage?
6.
6. Excellent.
And then, first of all, make a Constitution saving throw to see if you bleed. So make that concentration saving throw first.
Okay. No bleed. No bleed.
No bleed. And now a Constitution saving throw to maintain Bless.
Maintain bliss. Maintain bliss.
Okay.
Oh, that tickles. You're
Right.
a funny one, aren't you, man?
Let's sort this out. And he's going to spend his last key point to do Flurry of Blows. What I'm hoping this will do is it's going to take out Torque and Pastor Timothy. First of all, he's going to try and punch Torque. Rolls an 8, so that's going to miss. So he's going to redirect his attack. No, his wisdom saving throw is an 8. So he can't attack Torque. So he's going to attack Pastor Timothy with an unarmed strike. Rolls a 15. This time I assume you're going to cast shield.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yes, please.
He just have one more attack. He's gonna try Torque again. Well, why not? Try Torque again. Wisdom saving throw, a 15. I think that's enough, isn't it? Can attack Torque.
Yep.
Punch!
Makes it beat, yeah.
16. Yeah, misses Torque. So a wild flurry of blows. And he's no longer dodging.
So many decision points there, eh? Like, oh, I can't hit him. I'm going to hit him. Oh, shit.
Lord Romlin, the young man, is going to try and get out, but doesn't. Baleson is going to get up Alson's movement is 30. 5, 10, 15, 20. I can get up to Alden Lobo. He's going to go reckless again. And he's going to swing with his short sword. At advantage. Misses, though the bless might make it. If he rolls does it roll a 1? It does roll a 1. So he rushes up, re-rages up, but doesn't get the desired effect. Hector!
I'm going to move over and grapple him. Obviously around the side.
Okay. Rolls a dirty 20. It's quite acrobatic and strong for that matter. Oh!
Boom!
Okay.
I
double
use
grappled.
my fist because I'm strong. You use a knife because you're weak. You are incorporeal.
Calamari.
I am flesh and blood. Can you feel it? Wrapping around you, restraining you. It's the feel of death.
Ooh. Malcolm's a
I'm
little
coming
scared.
for it. And then I'll make... I'll make 3 attacks because I'll spend another key point.
Sure. All at advantage.
Mhm.
Racked up, Captain Calamari. And that will probably miss unless you roll your bless. 13 misses. You're going to need at least a 2. So don't roll a 1, I guess, for bless, a d4. This comes through, that hits.
That's 1.
Yep. That hits. 2 hits. $14 will miss, but you'll roll at least a 1 for a bless, which will make it a 15, so all 3 hit.
I'm going to pulverize you into the wall. You keep companions because you need their strength. I keep companions to bear witness to my glory.
Oh!
Do you have magical fists? I know that might be a bit of an odd question, but are your attacks magical?
Well, they're a 10. Hang on, let's see.
I know at a certain monk level, your attacks become magical.
No, but I'm hitting him with a tentacle. So,
I don't think it matters. So,
Eh.
half damage. So far 8 points of damage, and you got 1 more attack roll. 8 plus 4, 12 points of damage. Your punches, despite the big wind-up, are not very effective, and he's still got a bunch of hit points left. I'll take at least one of you to hell with me. Pastor Timothy.
You might hit that, son. I've just been I have not planned to move at all. I've been watching you guys have so much fun. Third level healing word on Torque.
Yes, that will work. He can be healed now.
Yep. And get him.
Oh yeah, I get an attack, don't I?
First of
Right,
all,
well,
roll me a d10 as your wound continues to bleed. Oh no! Wait! No, any
It's
type
not
of
my
magical,
turn. Yeah, is it?
any type of magical healing stems the blood, so you're fine. You do not bleed, but it is your turn, Torque.
Oh, no, but what he was saying is that because he's healed me, I
Oh,
get the
sure.
extra attack as command attack.
Sure.
So we'll see if that was no good. So that was unfortunate.
Obey my voice of authority, Torque.
Yeah, well, it was
no,
it
that
was
sure
a jerk
won't.
move on my part. All right, well,
It's
since
your
I'm
extra
standing
turn.
here, then, right? So magical flail of. Oh, that was even better. So 1, 2.
Yeah.
So actual attack. It's
Shooting for 3 now.
a 3. So I've rolled the 1, 2, 3, and that's with a +1 as well for that. So I would be a bit concerned if I was Bailson and Hector, because there's a flurry of chain swinging past them somewhat wildly that has not achieved all that much.
1, 2, and a 3.
Oh, dear.
Spectacular. Lady Fina sobs in the corner. Alden Lobo says, "You've all joined me for the party. Who should it be first?" It's going to try and attack Torque. With his beard. Oh, sorry, needs to make a wisdom saving throw first. 4, that fails. So it's going to re-attack to Pastor Timothy. Rolls, ooh, natural 1. So his first attack fails. He's
Get
gonna
your filthy hair out of my face.
He's going to... With that advice, he's going to do his sacrificial dagger on you, Pastor Timothy. That was a 15.
Let's
Anything you can do about that?
It looks I should be able to. You can't upcast shield.
Oh, it's 5 regardless, but you can use a higher level slot to cast it. It'll be
No,
5 regardless.
it's not letting me. It's not coming up in the second level.
Ah, you can though. You can use a second level spell slot to cast a first level spell.
Yeah. Okay, well, yeah. I'll mark the slot off and count it as cast.
Okay, so 15 will miss. Oh, man. You're not actually doing that much, Pastor Timothy, but you're being very effective in controlling this fight.
I'm a pest.
You are. Used up all his key points. So he's just going to punch you, Pastor Timothy. Rolling an 11, it just clangs off your shield and he shakes his fist. He's still looking quite healthy. Lord Romlin struggles against his binds. He doesn't. Bailson. He will... He's not bleeding or anything. He's going to attack... Oops. He's lost his character sheet. He will attack recklessly. Bailson's all in. Okay, so swinging at this demonic creature. Short sword at advantage. 8 misses. 8 misses, and even with the bless, it's not going to make it.
Oh dear.
That's for the rolling like torque. Okay.
Time for the MVP.
I'll spend another key point for 2 bonus action attacks.
Okay, so there's 4 punches.
No, I will not be using my action to punch.
Oh, okay. If you roll a 4 on your bless, that will hit. Swing and a miss. 15 will hit.
Lovely.
2 points of damage.
And then I'll use my 2 actions to grapple pin him, so we both become restrained.
Is there a roll for that?
Yes, I have to make I have to make another grapple check.
Okay, he's pretty good. He has a +6 to this, and he rolls a 24.
Ooh, you can do it.
I can do better.
No!
Do you feel my embrace? You said you wanted to bring one of us with you. Why don't you bring me? I'll keep you company.
You're both restrained? Is that what you said?
Yeah, yes. I've
That
quite
is-
literally like bear hugged him. We're both restrained.
Very cool. Excellent. Pastor Timothy.
Oh, jeez. You're both restrained.
You have advantage on the hit.
Yeah. I'm going to cast the second level healing word on Hector.
I'm full.
Okay, on Balson then.
Elson gets 6 hit points.
6 hit points, and have a go at this guy.
Oh, yeah. He will attack at advantage. 16 hits. 26 is better. Alright, so everything gets doubled on this, including the sneak attack. So 7. It's 2d6s now. No, that's right. Yeah. So that's 7, 13, 22. Ouch. Does Balson have a magical weapon? He does not. Still pretty good though. Alright, Pastor Timothy, well done.
Oh, thank you, sir. That's my bonus action, and for my action, I will not going to do that. Not going to do that. Not going to do that. I will cast Word of Radiance.
Con save. Actually has advantage on this. He rolls at advantage in 18.
And my Word of Radiance is Repent!
He laughs in your face. Work. Thankful to not be bleeding again. What do you do?
So I think I shall attempt to smack him with my slightly magical flail.
Slightly magical. I love it. Okay.
Right,
And
all right.
advantage,
Dirty
yes,
20
yes.
this time. Oh,
Dirty.
okay. All right. Well, I'll roll that again.
Yep, dirty 20 hits.
So, dirty 20 for that. So I will cast this damage, for which I shall add a Radiant Divine Smite to.
So it'll take
That's
3
my
points of
spell
damage from your flail. It'll take 4 points
Remember,
of
it's
damage.
magical. It is
Oh,
magical.
No, you're right. You're right.
Yep.
So
Yep.
that's
And
awesome.
then the Divine Smite, which is a 2d8, I believe. Let me just make sure I'm reading that right.
Yep. That's level
In this
2d8.
case,
No, in fact, 3d8. He's a fiend. He takes extra damage. Let's roll another
okay.
d8.
1,
So
2,
7
3.
at the moment.
Well, that was
yeah,
good.
So,
19 radiant damage.
That. The crit by Baleson and that one, he's really hurting.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So then I suppose, because I should have another attack.
Go on then.
Advantage
22.
again. 22 hits, but roll again.
Oh,
Might
okay.
be natural 20.
Right. Nope. Wasn't. So magical flail. That's 6 + 1, 7.
How do you want to do this?
Enough to kill him. How do you want to do this?
Oh, okay. Sorry, I missed the how do I want to do this. Well, I think that if the flail is coming down, it's not quite the morning star with the spikes on it, but the heavy lump, I see that he is horned as well. I think it should come down right in between his horns. We should see the top of his head sort of crack, much like an egg, and the horns kind of fall from his head from the force of the blow.
As his dying words, he says, "While I've been on this realm briefly, we have unleashed her. You have accomplished nothing. I'll be rewarded in hell." And his body slowly disintegrates into a puddle of tar, leaving behind only the dagger that he was wielding.
Oh dear. Now, don't you listen to him, boys. I think we've all accomplished something really great today, and teamwork, like, it really worked. So he was just being a bit negative Nelly, so don't listen to him. Well, we should listen to him a little bit about that other things.
Right. This dagger, which seems to be a fiendish weapon, perhaps magical in some sense. I think I'm just checking to see if my divine sense will tell me anything about this. It's a detect good or evil. I'm pretty sure this thing is evil, so I'm going to use one of those.
Creature. It's a creature. It's not a creature, though. It's a thing.
Oh.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I think we should be wary of using this thing until we can see if it is a cursed item, and we should go and free the lord and lady from the. I assume these are the lords and ladies that were looking after the horses.
Yeah, I'm going to use my dagger to cut out a piece of robes of one of the cultists and carefully pick up the hellish dagger and wrap it so as not to touch it too much.
Easy enough to do. Lady Fina.
You catch me another rag, I appear to have fiend all over me.
Yeah, you better wash up, Hector.
And this magical circle behind us, the markings that are on the ground there, is it possible that we can disrupt these in some way? I don't have much arcane knowledge. What say you? Will we be able to destroy some of these symbols?
Oh, maybe the fiend's dead. It stopped working. You should go step in it to find out.
Well, I'll move my mage hand over and try and scrub some of the symbols out.
It takes a good 10 minutes or so. 10 minutes or so of scrubbing with the hand. You notice that these hellfire, this nasty fire, eventually dissipates as the mage hand rubs enough away of it.
So we have been sent by Sign Monda. We were here to collect his horse, and we noticed the attack on the stables. One of the stable hands informed us that you'd been taken captive. We're here to free you and release Lord Runland from his bonds.
Okay.
And Lady Fina. We should, if she was still bound, free them from their bonds.
She managed to escape, but yeah, she's comforting her son. Oh, I don't know who you are. But blessings of the Redeemer, our family line lives on, but my eldest son and my husband weren't so lucky. They were sacrificed. I've got to ask, though, as we consider it a very sacred duty, how is Miss Ivory?
Sorry, what was that? How is...
Her is hale and healthy, although a little bit singed. But
Oh,
yeah, she's all right. She's all right.
praise be to the Redeemer. That's some good news at least. My father cared for that horse. My husband cared for that horse greatly. I'm pleased. I'm not pleased that he is gone, but pleased that Miss Ivory is okay.
So there was another horse, a fine-looking specimen, a darker horse, and it has escaped from the fire, but we were not able to retain it. I think it was heading for the hills, but if you're lucky, you might be able to recapture the horse.
Well, we'll try and rebuild here as best we can. We saw them set fire to the stables, our home, but we have emergency cellars and the like. I think we're going to be all right. I heard what that fiend was saying. I mean, my eldest son bought against this guy, and she points to the puddle of goo over here. But my husband, they summoned this. It looked vaguely female, and with dark wings. And she smiled when she arrived, and she left. I don't know who or what that is, but they were very pleased with themselves. Alden Lobo was the second one they summoned, and if you hadn't dragged me out of it, there would have been a third demon. So, thank you, she says to Belson. Belson says, "Oh, you're very welcome."
And would Pastor Timothy have some knowledge of the religious history about what possible character that might have represented? Was it some of the dark angels that were ruling when the moon was whole?
Oh, Pastor Timothy can make a history check if he likes.
Oh,
Or religion? I didn't know if this would be a historical or religious.
Your choice, Pastor Timothy.
oh,
I have some religious knowledge.
I don't have the history, but I have some religious knowledge. Not very much religious knowledge. Not going back that way though. No, my teachings have mainly been around the Redeemer and how great the Redeemer is and how everyone should be redeemed, and mainly redemption. Really, we didn't really get into the dark stuff.
Anybody else with a history or religion proficiency can roll?
No, I've done mine. It was a 7 as well, so I know as little as Pastor Timothy.
Didn't see that. Okay.
Yep.
Dark angels were angelic, and this creature had wings. That's as far as you get. Well, we need to start reconstructing our lives. It's just me and my son now. We will take a moment. It's been quite the day. We'll rest up. I don't want to rest here. I think one of the other windmills would suffice. And we'll go searching for the black stallion come morning. I saw you fight. You fought bravely while I cowered in while I cowered in the corner. But you look terrible. Perhaps rest with us. Not here, but rest with us.
Were we under a? I thought we were under a bit of a time pressure to get the horse back to Sign Monda. Do we have sufficient time to do that?
Yeah. If you remember, it's a day there and a day back.
Yeah.
So you can rest up and get back there in the come evening.
I don't suppose
for the King's game the next day.
I don't
Sorry.
suppose the guy we killed had any money on them. They did say they were paid to do so.
The
Two brothers upstairs, I think, was who
Yeah.
Riley was.
Yes.
Hector was.
Sam and Tolamander.
and Tolbarone, as he's known,
Toblerone, yes.
they do have something on them. What makes it good? 42 copper, 27 silver, and 24 gold. That's amongst the two of them. Which is,
did you say 7? How many copper? 77?
I put it in roll 20. 42 copper, 27 silver,
Oh,
24
42.
gold.
Okay.
I reckon I should get 12 gold. I did kill one of them in this. This is the even split. It's like dare, really. Whoever kills gets it.
I'd like to ask the lady of the house whether that amount of money is what they should have had, considering their wages around here, or
Well, that's
With
far more. I mean, they're just simple farmhands earning a silver piece a day if they're lucky. That is a small fortune for them.
Pastor.
just trying to look to get rich quick.
Well, I know
so,
those. I know those boys. They're not nice people, but I wouldn't tag them as murderers. Just some young scallywags that were around town.
Yeah,
so,
you might
we're
want
going
to
to split
lose
that
the
4
plural.
days?
On that now.
Sorry, what was that, Pastor Timothy?
Well, you said those boys and scallywags. There's you might not want to pluralize them anymore. There's only one brother, and he's run off. Don't look down as you leave the windmill. It's not a pretty sight.
Suppose we should report the other one. The red cloaks.
Well, sure. Well, see, I'm a bit torn. If one of them has escaped, no doubt he's going to send the gold to his mother, who is ailing. Maybe send the red cloaks after him, but give him a day's grace. I think that would be a fair solution.
I can see the Redeemer is strong on you, lady.
Yes. And after him seeing his brothers so harshly punished, I cannot recollect whether he in fact actually struck out at anyone.
Yes, but this was assisted murder, if you think about it.
I wouldn't be pointing any fingers about murder there, Hector.
You mean divine retribution that he dished upon those cultists? I think they may have got what they may have deserved. He has acted in self-defense, and I believe that to be the truth of it.
Well,
I didn't know he was so weak.
I do, Dark.
Right, well, we should take that rest with the two lords at one of the other places, then collect the horse and make our way back to Sign Monda. So that seems a reasonable course. So do we in fact get a short rest or a long rest in, Malcolm?
You get a long rest in.
Okay.
Excellent. If the lady is still up to talk, I'd like to ask her if this is whether this has been something that's brewing. Did this happen suddenly, or has she seen sort of activity happening around the countryside.
Well, I
Did
saw
she have any?
I saw some mysterious figures, and being a simple folk, we often would greet them, and they just turn around and scowl and go about their business. Um, there's no crime in being rude, I guess. So it was slightly odd, and we heard stories. I didn't see it myself of sacrificing of pigs and chickens and things like that. A lot of the people around here were upset by it because a pig and a chicken takes a lot of gold pieces to reach its animals. But that was about it. But in terms of lighting the royal stud farm on fire, lighting the stables on fire, sacrificing my husband and my oldest son to summon demons, that was unexpected.
Very unexpected. And
Well, we shall
This
report
one-
this. We shall
just
report
one
the.
final question: do you, apart from these cultists, do you have, or does your husband have any enemies?
Well, no. I mean, we our entire thing is to raise the horses for the Lord and anybody else who wishes to take our services. We do not make enemies.
Right.
We are simple folk.
Good. I would hate to think this was a politically motivated cult.
I don't know what it was, but they're very good at summoning demons. That is not great. Yes. If you're in the employ of Lord Simon, please send him my apologies. She looks at Miss Ivory, and Miss Ivory's a bit of a mess. I think someone healed her last session, and the wounds have healed, but the scars remain. So she takes you across to another windmill. Not one that's in service, but at least requires a safe place for the night, I guess, because the Royal Stud Farm is no longer there. And you may all take a long rest. So get those hit points back. One for Belson as well. There we go. One final question from Lady Romlin, and this is to Pastor Timothy. Look, I lost my own mother a while ago. It was a relief. She was a sick woman, so I'll miss her, but it's part of the cycle of life. And so we buried her, placed the coins on her eyes, and I visit her grave every now and then to pay my respects. My oldest son and my husband were burned up by these hellish fires. I do not have a body to bury. I do not have a place to mourn. What would you suggest, Pastor Timothy? What should I do?
Pastor Timothy, I look around and I see my eyes light upon the charred remains of the stable, and I say, that was a place of great joy for your husband and your son, I imagine.
Hey?
I would say to you, build something in their memory in that spot, so that when you go there, you can remember the good times that you all had in that place.
All right. Well, I've got a bit of cleaning up to do, but we'll provide it. Almost like an altar. Is that what you're suggesting?
An altar. Altar is not the right word. Altar speaks of sacrifice.
Like a memorial.
Your sacrifice has already been made. A memorial, yes.
A memorial. All right. Well, we'll get to cleaning up the area as best we can. We'll construct a memorial and... All right. Thank you, Pastor Timothy. And with that...
If you would like, I'd be very happy to say a few words over the space once something suitable had been built.
I can come back in about a week or so, Pastor Timothy, if you'd be so kind.
I'll venture to do so. May the light of the Redeemer shine upon you and shine upon the spirits of your family, mother, son, and husband.
Right. And we'll just say as you leave the Romblins, they go about getting their lives back together, down a son, down a father, and you trek your way back to Oathbreaker. And there are a good few hours before the sun falls. The sun comes down. So you've got some daylight hours as you return to the bustling metropolis that is Oathbreaker. Coming through the Crown Gate.
Well, we have business with Simonda to return the horse to him. Do we inform the Redcoats, or do we inform Simonda first and then see whether he recommends informing the Redcoats of the cultists and the characters that we encountered? So you think I think Simonda is who we should speak to first, and if he recommends that we go on to see Wester, then that would be wise. I think since he sent us upon this task, it is our first duty to report to him and safely discharge the horse into his care.
Yes, no need for a middleman.
So you pass back past the bustling market district. The guards don't give you much trouble at the gate. The mere fact that you're in possession of Miss Ivory speaks volumes. And in fact, it makes more sense to go through this one here. And you make your way over to 89, which is the Lord Monderviller. One of the stable hands takes care of Miss Ivory and starts doing his best to make her look presentable. Because tomorrow is the King's Game, and the first part of the King's Game is the Royal Procession, which Lord Monda is a part of. Eventually you're shuttered into his establishment, and Lord Simonda says, "Well, welcome back. I noticed out my window that you brought Miss Ivory back. I recognize every scar on her body, and I can't help but notice she has a few more. But you brought her back successfully. Please, tell me what happened."
So we travelled with all haste to gather the horse, and upon the horizon we noted that there was smoke coming from the stables and the King's stud. So we got there quickly, and it had been put to the torch, and we were informed by a surviving stable hand that the lord of the manor of the stud had been taken with his family and had been abducted by some cultists. They directed us towards a mill to the west of that, and when we investigated closer, we came under attack by some locals and some cultists. We discovered in the basement of the mill a arcane circle and a creature, a horned creature, not unlike myself, of quite strong power, but we were able to subdue him and free the lord and the lady and her son. Sadly, I have to report the lord and one of his others were sacrificed, and according to what we could glean, they had released some evil force into the world. We recovered this dagger, which seemed to me to be of perhaps magical in nature, and I would like to present the dagger to Simonda to see if he knows anything of that.
He takes the dagger and looks at it. Not touching it, as you present him with a cloth and says, "Oh, this is... I can just feel the evilness of this dagger. I don't think any... Well, this is a thing with the evil. People often do evil things that would be considered immoral, for the simple task of getting more powerful, getting richer. And this dagger is no doubt will give much power, but at what cost? Unless you can give me a good argument otherwise, I'm going to take this, store it, get the mages and clerics to look at it and possibly destroy it.
That would seem wise to us. Do we need to report our findings to Wester in the Red Cloaks, or is it enough to leave this information in your hands?
I'll mention it to the Red Cloaks. Do you mention the guy running away? That took off?
Yeah, tell the right. Yeah.
Well, we've given him, it's been a day for us to get back. We'll report that 3 locals, there were some, I never caught their names, so I don't know who they are. I never caught the person's name, but there were 3 locals that were involved, 2 that have met a sticky end when they put up resistance, and 1 who fled. And that is the truth of the matter.
Send out one of the Red Cloaks to investigate. I'm sure they talk to the Romblins. No doubt they have other things on their mind, but I'll leave that with me. I'm more interested at this point in this demon, or devil, or whatever it was that got away. What can you tell me about it?
So I'll repeat the description of the leathery winged female character who smiled and flew off, and we will give a better account of the more powerful horned individual that we smote.
Right, so one of them got away.
Did the character actually give us his name? Or I don't think we learned the character's name.
I think the Countess referred to him by name.
Oh, so yes, we will tell him the name of the Countess, because I'm assuming that information was put to us by the lady and her son. So Eldon Lobo.
It's Countess Malapur, but I'm not sure. But something like that. You say the correct one.
I think you said Annapur. But,
okay, well, whatever. It's the correct name. All right. Well, I'll get the Red Cloaks onto this. Do you mention that you purposely give him a head start, or does that not come up?
We haven't purposely given him one. They suggested to give him a day. We've got back. We did not know his name. We do not know the family. And it's going to take the Red Cloaks at least a day to get there. So we have done nothing other than be straight up and deliver. And the fate of the young man now rests I imagine with the Redeemer, whether he uses his second chance well or not. I would have discussed that, I imagine, with Pastor Timothy on the road back, since I'm not one to dissemble.
This is the thing with the Lord, and I'm sure the Red Cloaks would do this. Repentance, feeling sorry, is not written into the law. The Red Cloaks will make their decision, and they will execute the appropriate punishment. I think if the kid's lucky, I'll get 7 years in the quarry, turning big rocks into small rocks. If he's unlucky, then he'll be hung.
Lord Monder, you seem to be a man who's been around this town for a while, and you might know a bit about something we've been witnessing. As we've been passing the old wall, at times, there have been arcane, old language sigils, I would say, on them, with messages that seem specific to us. And I'll relay the messages that we've seen on the walls.
Well, as you may or may not know, Pastor Timothy, Odin Bear, initially, when it was founded, was contained entirely within the old wall. The Dark Angels ruled there with a tyrannical lust for desperation, for suffering, for hunger, for thirst. They thrived on the suffering of others. And they constructed this old wall using dark magic. You'll notice all the noble houses have a decent distance away from the wall. You're playing with fire, son. If you wish to investigate it, I won't stop you, but I will warn you. Dark forces are at play at this wall. I don't think the king, or the kings before him, have put a mighty effort to cleanse the wall, as it were, but it's been stubborn. So, investigate these things at your own peril. If it wasn't me, I'd just ignore it.
Well, perhaps the princess, in her wisdom and beauty and grace, will see fit to finally cleanse the wall once she comes to power.
Make an insight check, Pastor Timothy. Okay, thank you. All right, well, yes, the queen the Princess Athena will be Queen Athena one day. The king is in good health. I don't know if any of you are interested in competing in the Battle of Champions, which is at the end of the King's Games, where there's essentially a knockout tournament. The prize is an audience with the king. But the king has won the Battle of Champions year after year after year after year. He's still amongst the finest swordsmen across the land. And of course, the joke is that the king gives an audience of one. Because the prize is an audience with himself, and he always does it. So the prize, for as long as can be remembered, as long as he's reigned, he's been given the prize to himself, given himself an audience of one. Alright, unless there's anything more to report, I've got some last minute preparations before I escort the Queen and the King and Princess to mark the start of the King's Game. Well, of course, you sure we know, we celebrate the King, Waldron Azanar, the mighty warrior who has taken our kingdom from greatness to beyond.
Well, there was just one other thing, Lord Wonder. The dagger, you say that you're going to commend it to the care of clerics and mages, would you consider leaving it in our care for at least a day or so, being as we stumbled upon it in such a way, in such a manner? I believe it may hold clues to our path.
I'll tell you what. Hold on to it until after the King's Games. You could have it for tonight and tomorrow. But if you do indeed wish to compete in the King's, in the Battle of Champions, and do not use it in the Battle of Champions. That would be my only request.
No, I would not consider it. It's a foul, foul weapon.
Alright, I've got things to do. I'm sure you've got things to do. Rest up. Tomorrow is a day to celebrate. Is Malcolm slightly missing something? Yes. Rest up and enjoy the games tomorrow. Should be a lot of fun.
Excellent.
So Lord Mondo dismisses you. It seems like the Lucky Leap Tavern is your favourite place to go. So is that where you head?
Yeah, my only other thought would be whether we should attempt to get it identified, perhaps somewhere like the Dawn of the Age of Antiquities. I think is number 27. So I don't know if on the tour when we went past whether that registered to us as a potential place where we might get it identified, or whether there might be somewhere else in the Temple of Magic 108.
Emporium of Marvelous Rarities. That's what it would do. They would definitely do it for you. It cost you 100 gold pieces if you wish to get it identified. Of course, you could just attune to it.
I think it perhaps would be worthy of knowing what we were attuning. What say you? I think I might be prepared to try and find out what it is, because, as you said, it may provide some clue to our future. And I think I could, on the work that we have done so far, besides the small amount that we lost to that swindler.
Not only that swindler, but the emotional cost of what we've been through.
Right, well, yes, I think then, and so nobody has any objections. I think we should get it identified, but we should point out to the people that identified it, the circumstances under which it came, that it was involved in some arcane cultist ritual and was being carried by a creature, a haunted beast, claiming to be a demon from another plane. So I will front the cash for that. I think I can do that. You said 100 gold pieces. So since we have no mage of our own. No, not.
Role play this out. So well, first of all, if you're interested, I'm just going to post in Discord what is available for sale at the Emporium of Marvelous Rarities. So check out our Discord and you'll see the list. A bit beyond your price range at the moment, but there it is for notice. Okay, you explain the where it comes from, and the guy says, "This is what it does," and might not see it, but if you scroll down a little bit, you'll see what the hellish sacrificial dagger does.
Ooh.
Well, what we can tell from that this would not be something that we could safely wield. Now, do you get the impression that Mondo was expecting us to turn it over to him at the end of the days?
Simonder's got a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, that may be the case, but did he specifically say that we had to return this, or whether we should attempt to have it destroyed? Since we're at an Emporium of Wonders, perhaps they might be interested in purchasing it, and if so, what price might we have got for that?
Simonda did ask you to return it after the King's Games.
Well, then it's not ours to wield anyway, but we will furnish the information that these people have given us about its likelihood of causing damage, and that it is specifically designed to harm Celestials.
And send people to hell when you kill them. That's a pretty big thing.
Yeah.
The shopkeeper will say, this is a very rare and interesting piece. I see you're a little hesitant to decide what to do with it. We could take it off your hand for a small fortune which will set you up for life. 2,000 gold pieces for the dagger.
I'm unsure of the legality of what we are doing, and that gives me pause for thought. Given that we have won this by combat, but we have declared it to Simonda, perhaps we should get an opinion from Nathal Wester as to the who has ownership or legal responsibility for this accursed weapon.
Oh, you know what that Westerfolk's going to say. He's going to say, "You give it to me." It's no.
He's right. Do not involve the Red Cloaks. I heard you saying you promised it to Lord Simonda. That is merely a gentlemanly agreement. You might upset him. You might be annoyed. But how much do you respect Lord Simonda? He's just a upright, goody two-shoes noble. I mean, his job is to protect the royals, and one of them was lost under his watch. He's a fool and he's incompetent. 3,000 gold pieces.
3,000 and a ring of jumping, and we might be getting somewhere.
Was there a ring of jumping?
2,500 and a ring of jumping. That's our best offer.
We would get rid of your debts, Pastor.
It would. You know that whenever someone says that's our best offer, that's not their best offer.
Yes, but I doubt we would have such good faith in selling this elsewhere.
But is it ours to sell? That's the only question that concerns me now that we have declared that it is a piece involved in the attack on the King's stables, and Simonda has said that we should turn it over to him. The only out that I could see for that, the only legal way that we could deny Simonda the item, is if the Red Cloaks had said that no, it was ours to dispose of.
If Lord Simonda asks about it, we simply say it was too cursed and we had it destroyed.
But we haven't had it destroyed.
We've put it into safekeeping. You'll keep it very safe, won't you?
Of course.
You will dispose of this. hellish sacrificial dagger, won't you?
Well,
No,
when he
no,
says-
no. We will study it.
Oh,
Not destroy it. It's a magnificent piece.
I think I was using dispose in the most liberal sense of the word there. But against the odds of this thing ever turning up again and being used against one of us, I believe your offer of 1,500 and the
And then wasn't it
and the ring
3,000?
of jumping. If an immovable rod were to be put into that bargain as well, I would be not unamenable to it.
I will say this kind of out of context, I don't know, above the table, that Torque, you do know Lord Signmonder, right? You went to rescue
Yes.
the
Yeah.
Queen with him. He's perhaps the most well-respected person in the city. If it's not him, it's the king. If it's not king, it's Lord Signmonder. He's very highly respected.
And I will remind the group that also he had said that there might be other tasks that he would consider us for, since we had done him the favour of retaining his horse. And if we let him down on this, he might be less inclined to offer us tasks which might in themselves be more rewarding.
It's always the first
I hear
battle. When the Shadow Drake attacked the city 50 odd years ago, he was first out the door to just throw himself into it. He's highly respected. His honor is considered impeachable. So I'm just trying to give a bit of context that you did say Lord Signmonder, you would give it to him. I'm just trying to paint a picture of the type of character Lord Signmonder is.
Right.
So I can have no part in a betrayal of the word that we gave.
A betrayal of the word you gave.
It is the word that I gave, in which case our association, while it has been beneficial, I think, and I think we have headed towards the right conclusion and a pathway as we navigate our way through this world. I don't think we can do that by coveting cursed items and selling them on the market where we know not where they will end up.
You make a very good point. And out of deep, deep respect for you, Tor, I shall side with you. You should not
I say that we should return it, and in the event that Signmonder rewards us, perhaps we could return here. But I don't think that we'll be able to do that prior to the King's Games.
That's a no
Now,
to the
Torque,
sale.
Torque, I will acquiesce to your wishes also. Not because I believe that Sidemunder or the Red Cloaks or any of this situation we've got going on here in this city is, in truth, just or fair, but I would hate to put you in such psychic torment if we were to stray across the path of the law, as you say it.
I think it is the law that we have made for ourselves, that we said we would, that we return to Signmonder. If we had not meant that, I know you wished to take the dagger and see if it proved to be a clue on our path. We at least know that there are demonic forces at play here.
There are demonic forces at play here. Okay,
That's a
well,
no to the sale of the
I'd say
dagger.
that we'll take it back to Sidemunder and have him reimburse you that 100 gold.
5,000 gold pieces. 5,000.
This is not a matter of gold for me. This is a matter of principle on which I will not be swayed.
If it's the principles you're talking about, think how much good you could do in the world with the 5,000 gold pieces.
I'm more
Give it
concerned
away
with
if
the
you
amount
must.
I'm more concerned with the amount of evil that this object might do in the world, which might far outweigh the 5,000. If it were to send people to a hellish end that they had not earned, that would cause me great distress.
5,000 is my best offer. I thank you for your business and wish you a good day. Oh, tuning down 5,000 gold pieces. Ooh. Interesting. Okay. So knowing what this wicked dagger does, you hold on to it, and I assume then you make your way to the Lucky Leaf Tavern. And
Yep. And also knowing that Balson was there for that whole exchange, and maybe Gerald might have to make some decisions about what he is going to do about that as well.
The schedule is a bit. I think we're good for next week. It's the week after. I don't know.
The week after he's
going to a Hui on the 18th. Oh, so we're good the next week, and then he's off the next week, and then I'm off the week after that. But yeah, he should be here next week. Cool. Okay, I think you're all long rested anyway. If there's anything you wish to discuss, you just pay Ricio Tane, the proprietor, 5 silver pieces. You can get fed, spend the night. And so Ricio Tane is forever the good host. So, yep, 4 silver pieces if someone could pay that.
Well, normally that would be Baleson's generosity, but I think I will pay that today.
Sure.
very good of you.
Okay, and
Around.
what was that?
Mr. Moneybags sloshing it around today.
Well, one cannot take it to one's grave, and it seemed to be a noble purpose to put it to at least find out if this was in fact a cursed item, because it would be no point in giving Simonda something that was going to inflict pain upon him. I would not wish injury upon that noble man.
A long rest is taken. It is almost hard to sleep though. There's some last minute preparations with the banners and streamers and just decorating of the street. Kids up far too late, but their parents find them impossible to get them to bed. I'm sure some of us can relate to that. And it's just as buzzing at 5 o'clock in the morning as the city has come to life with the King's Games. You all make your way out onto the streets of Odenbeer, and already some people have engaged in early morning drinking. A whole lot of people are gathering along the riverside promenade as the King's Game is officially underway. You see the royal procession going through the streets. You see Lord Simonda on top of Miss Ivory, who's been dressed up in full battle gear for a horse, with Lord Simonda proudly at the front. Behind him comes the carriage of the king, King Waldron Azanar, his wife, Queen Laurentia Azanar, his second wife. His first wife died, of course, and their offspring, the Princess Athena. And the people keep on chanting, "Long live the king! Long live the queen!" And then Lord Simonda, along with his some other knights who's in this procession as well glare at them. And he says, "And long live the Queen! Long live the Princess!" And this is kind of repeated as it goes through. It seems the Queen, the King is greatly loved. Everybody just wants to heap praise in him and thank him for making such a strong kingdom even stronger. But they need prodding to cheer for Queen Laurentia, who the rumor is she just seduced him. She was a simple washerwoman, and now she's the queen of the kingdom. And it takes even more prodding to the Princess Athena, because she is not a pleasant person. In fact, as they go around the town and they're about to return to the royal palace, you hear a heated conversation, and you hear King Azanel, "Look, can't you just wait? It's another 10 minutes of that. Can't you just hold on to it?" And you hear the Queen's voice says, "Listen to your father, Athena. You can just wait." "We're gonna go now!" "Well, don't do it in here at least." And with that, a fat, flabby, white butt pokes out of the carriage. Let's just say the carriage is left with a brown stain down the side as she poops out the edge of the carriage. With that, just getting my notes in order. Okay. Everybody eventually makes their way over here to the first event of the King's Games, the Battle of the Tipsy Tunes. You see some magical writing growing above this. Sorry, just a sec. Crowds are cheering, everybody's getting into the spirit of things, and you see a tune, and it says, well, this magical thing above this open plaza, and it says, "Welcome to the Battle of the Tipsy Tunes. The first prize is a magic scroll of the instant tent spell, which was also used to create this tent, sponsored by the Emporium of Marvelous Rarities." And you see several competitors approaching the to enter. It seems this is a tune of both, one, holding your alcohol, and B, singing tunes while getting more and more inebriated. So with that in mind, would anybody be interested in joining in the Battle of the Tipsy Tunes?
I should wonder if Baleson, I believe he's of a theatrical nature. And perhaps also given his heritage, it might also be something that he would be well suited for. Although I do not know whether he has a good singing voice.
Well, the person running the competition saying, "Well, a singing voice is one thing, and being to hold your liquor is another. Would you be interested," he says, "to talk Hector and Timothy? I mean, we could have Baleson do it, but we'll just do it next week when he's here to actually roll. You're all more than welcome to enter as many as you like. The only caveat is it cost 5 silver pieces to enter."
I thought there were 3 gold pieces or something. 3 gold pieces to participate in any event. Rewards provided by the Emporium.
No, you're right. 3 gold pieces.
So I think that the drinking and debauchery in that sense is is not something to aspire to, so I will politely decline.
Hector, Timothy?
I'll also decline.
Why not? We're here.
Be amusing.
Let's get involved.
With Timothy, as we mentioned, 3 gold pieces to enter. Okay. Okay, so there are 4 other participants in this event. One is Zamoza, a minstrel of the college. And I've pre-rolled all these things because otherwise it just takes too long. And his first round, he gives a fantastically beautiful performance. He captures the audience. And they give him a cheer. They seem to like his initial thing. They give a polite applause to that. And he also drinks his alcohol very well. The second song he sings, just as beautiful, but he gets a bit too inebriated. And his third performance completely falls off. Gertruda, another person of the Minstrel of College, starts off very poorly but ends very strongly, and her last 2 tunes capture the people very, very well. Dorian, who you actually recognize, she was the one providing music at the Battle of the Chefs. She was the one doing that. And she gives a good performance, but she suffers a little bit from drinking towards the end. And it seems now Gertruda does. And this very arrogant gentleman called Lord Duval comes up and he just completely bombs. Sings terrible songs and he gets jeered at, booed. People aren't happy with him. But Pastor Timothy, it is your turn to take the stage.
I'll wander up. What's the setup?
Well, there's a shot there provided by the from the Monastery of the Spirited Leaf. And it's a double shot, and you need to knock that back first. Okay, so make a Constitution saving throw, Pastor Timothy.
I do. Oh, terrible.
Bad start. The DC was a 12, so you get drunk immediately. Now, can you make me a performance check, please? At disadvantage because you are drunk.
All right.
Performance check at disadvantage because you are drunk. Disadvantage. Oh, you just get jeered at. They are not happy with that. Okay. You're still required to do 3 tunes, so make another Constitution saving throw as you take another shot of the Spirited Leaf.
Okay, well, I will spend 1 sorcery point to cast Purify Food and Drink as a subtle spell.
Sure. Okay, so no Constitution saving throw required, but you are still drunk. So make another performance check at disadvantage. Oh dear.
I should have done it the first time.
Oh my goodness. This is even going worse than the arrogant Lord Duval who got drunk on his first one. Feel free to purify it again if you like, but you still need 1 final performance check at disadvantage.
Well, it's not going to help me any to purify it again because I'm already at disadvantage, and you can't be at double disadvantage. So, not going to do it.
Okay. So
But-
Constitution saving throw. Yep.
Con save.
Oh well, you scull it like a champ the second time. You don't get blind on the ground, moaning drunk. So there is worse than disadvantage, which is that. So 14 and disadvantage 14. The crowd kind of shrugs as your last one almost gains a point, but in the end, people start laughing at you, start heckling you. And any charisma checks you make for the remainder of the day, Pastor Timothy, any persuasions, any deceptions will be at disadvantage.
Oh, why didn't I
Because
subtle spell the first? Why didn't I do the purify food and drink the first round?
Yeah, well, yeah, doesn't go well. So, Gertruda Balin gets rewarded with a scroll of instant tent. And it's going to whisper something. Actually, no, I won't do that. Okay, with that, by the time you get to the next event, the effect of the poison has worn off. So you shake off your drunkenness, which is good, because the next one happens over here at the house of the soldier. Once again, there's a large magical letters roiling above the place, and it says, "Welcome to the Nimble Eagle. The first prize is a potion of fire resistance, sponsored by the Emporium of Marvelous Rarities." And this one is a test of archery and perception. You have to stand on top of like a pole with a very thin disc at the top. You have to balance on that. Some shutters are revealed, and you have to correctly identify it, whether it's an eagle, which is a deer, or what it is. And then finally, you have to take your shot. And depending on how well you do at those three disciplines, will determine where you win. So it's a matter of balance, perception, and archery. Who would like to enter?
I'll compete.
Okay, so
You said it was 3 gold?
Yeah, 3 gold to enter.
Oh, dang it. I have no money now.
Did you get
Timothy?
pickpocketed?
No, I've been stealing money from dead corpses and keeping it for myself. I only saved up enough for 3.
I'll have a go.
I don't feel that one of those skills within my purview, given my injuries. So I will defer to the younger folk.
Okay. So one of the king's royal archers is leading with a total of 2 points. So if you get more than 3 points, 3 points or more, you will win, which might sound easy, but it's not. Okay. So first up, we're going to go with Hector, as the crowd politely claps as you go up onto the balancing platform. First of all, I'm going to ask you to make an acrobatics check, please. Okay, you balance. There's no penalty points for that. And next thing, the shutters open, revealing an animal. Make me a perception check, Hector, to see if you can spot what the animal is.
It's awfully hard to see with my one eye.
Well, it's an owl, but you say raven, so that's a -1 penalty point. So you miss whoops, -1. And then the target comes up. Make an attack roll for me, please.
Any attack?
Like a ranged attack. Like you don't have a bow and arrow, one is provided for you.
Could I shoot a spell at it?
What would the spell be?
Ray of Frost.
Sure. That's a ranged attack. Sure. Making a ranged Ray of Frost attack. 19. You hit, but right on the edge of the target, earning you 1 point. In other words, you're effectively at 0 points. Okay, this is a shooting of 3 shots, so let's repeat it again. As you balance on top of this platform, make me an acrobatics check. You balance once again, no penalty. Once again, these wooden doors open. You need to identify it. Make a perception check. You misread it again. You're at -1 now. And finally, take another shot with your Ray of Frost. At the end of the second round, you're at a net of -1. Keep in mind the winning score at the moment is 2. You have 1 final chance to make it. So make an acrobatics check. You balance deftly on the pole. Very good. Now the animal signs flash up. Make a perception check. You're at -2. Finally, take a shot with your Ray of Frost. It clips it right on the edge, and you end up with a total of -1. Okay, the crowd gives you a short applause. It was a good effort, nothing terribly bad for it, but you're far away from the 2 points to take the lead. Hector. Once again, people give you some applause and welcome you up onto the balancing platform. Make me an acrobatics check, please.
Now, Hector, that was a good goal, and I had a couple of drinks before, so I'm not sure how I'll go with this, but let's have a go.
You balance perfectly on the thing, no penalty points. The signs flash open. See if you can identify it. Perception check.
What's that?
Oh, it's an owl, and you correctly identify an owl. No penalty points. Now, make me a ranged attack. You can use a spell if you like, or a longbow, or something like that.
Oh,
You miss the target altogether, and it just flies past. But you're at 0. Could have been worse. Okay, second shot. Acrobatics again.
okay. I'll jump onto my other foot. Other foot, no good.
-1 penalty. Make a perception check. Until you correctly identify the animal. Now take a shot. Once again, it goes wide. You need at least 15 to earn some points. So you end up at the end of the second round at -1. Might be possible to bring this around.
You made this look not. You didn't make this look as hard as it is. It's very hard.
You balance perfectly. You identify the animal perfectly. Yes, you do. Now,
I'm gonna hit it.
well, you do hit it right on the edge, and you end up with a big fat 0 at the end of the day. So, no prizes for Hector either, but at least he did better than Timothy's -1. Now,
I think we should give Baleson a go at that event.
oh yeah, I'll go back when he comes back. And actually, at this point, there was a thing for Balson I wanted to do that he expressed interest in doing.
Yeah.
So I think we'll end it here, and we'll get Balson back into the action next week. I think that just makes sense. Sound good, guys?
Yep. Thank you very much, Malcolm.
Sounds good.
All right.